The mock interviews are a really important and crucial part of our course. The course really does build up to the mock interviews, so without the participation of companies such as Clarke Willmott, we wouldn't be able to have the interviews and really have the course at such a high level that it is to help these young people get back into work.
It's really essential that we have local businesses like Clarke Willmott to help with the interview process for the programmes that we run at Sport for Life. So they basically have volunteers that help us to interview the young people and provide a real life experience for them.
All of us at Clarke Willmott, when we get involved in projects like the mock interview scheme, we've got a very strong corporate social responsibility ethic, and part of that is making sure that our staff are involved. We see it as much more than simply trying to raise money and do things like that. We actually want to do something tangible.
Normally, the young people that we work with have very little employment experience at all, so they've never really been in an interview situation. So what we do is we prepare them for that, and the mock interviews are great because it's probably the most extreme version of an interview they could get. A lot of the people that we work with probably are not necessarily going to go into the corporate world, but if they can do this interview, they can do any interview and they're ready for it.
We try to make our mock interviews as realistic as possible. So the young people, they're first given an interview time slot. They have to turn up on their own, getting public transport or however they can get there like they usually would in a real life situation. They arrive at the interview venue, they have to sign in, and then they meet us. The interviewer comes out and gives them about a half-hour to 40-minute interview, and during this interview they ask questions for the job of their choice. We make it as real as possible so that if they do have an interview for this job role that they've been applying for with us through the course, they can have a practice for it before the real thing after the course has ended.
All the questions that I was asked were easy to answer, just the normal questions that I couldn't be asked every day.
Interview was pretty good because they asked me questions that were, relevant to the job that I want to do.
Like they give you feedback on where you could improve. With other interviews, they don't give you the feedback, so when you go to another interview, it's not really helpful because you can keep making the same mistake.
My confidence has improved, so I feel like it's a bit easier for me.
My self-motivation has increased, self-esteem.
The boost to staff morale of actually doing these interviews, knowing that you are making a difference to the young people that are coming in, knowing that it might well lead to those young people getting back into work or education or whatever, and giving them that chance. After every one of these we've done, the mood around the office has been absolutely buzzing. The staff thoroughly enjoy it, and so for staff morale it's a great thing to do as well.
Without Clarke Willmott and businesses like Clarke Willmott, we wouldn't be able to provide a high quality experience for our young people. So it's essential that we have local businesses that are able to provide this.